Hello, my lovely viewers, and welcome. I am Kira, a romantic ace, and tonight we are streaming Chapter 6 of The Royal Romance, Book 3. If you haven't joined me before, welcome! I drink and I cuss. If you want to play the drinking game along with me, the rules are right here underneath the player over at twitch.tv/aromanticace for those of you watching the VOD. I myself do have an inebriating beverage of which I'll be partaking tonight. It's a lovely wine slushy, in case you were wondering. It's delightful and delicious. And I hope there's going to be a lot of drinking. And in fact, if you also haven't joined us before, story so far. So we are Kira, a New York City waitress who was trafficked to the Western European country of Cordonia after we were the waitress for the informal bachelor party of then Crown Prince Shamar, now King Shamar of Cordonia, which, for all I can tell, is about 6 acres across somewhere in Western Europe. There's mountains, there's ocean, there's earthquakes apparently. Who knows where this is? Um, and we spent, obviously we were completely qualified to enter this competition to become his wife, because the way that Cordonian rulers choose their co-regent before they take the throne is over the course of a single social season, bachelorette style. So we endured all the trappings one might expect from that: masquerade, balls, derbies, croquet, and sexual assault. That was awesome, and that came back to haunt us at the end of book 1 when someone released photographs of us in a compromising position, wearing our underwear, and some guys trying to kiss us. Obviously, that means now, this American with no political experience now, because, she's been caught in a compromising position, is unworthy to take the crown, I guess. So, Book 2 was spent clearing our name and finding out who did it. Well, who did it turned out to be the King Father Constantine, who had decided that we weren't good enough to run his country. I can't imagine why. And we did track down Tariq, who was hoodwinked into this as much as we were, it appears. He was told to go into our room under false pretenses and blah, blah, blah. He issues a statement. Our name is cleared. We are now engaged to Shamar. Everything looks great at the end of the book 2 until ninjas jump out of the wall and start shooting people. I wish I was kidding. Drake took a bullet for us. I regret to inform my lovely viewers that he is still alive. But now, book 3, we are trying to reunite the fractured kingdom of Cordonia. I didn't know it was fractured, but apparently it is now. So we've been basically trying to get people to come to our wedding, because the nobles are now all like, "Oh, well, you can't protect the, your ballroom from ninjas jumping out of the wall. What makes you think you can run a country?" I don't know. Same thing that made me hop a plane and get my ass to Cordonia with absolutely no political experience. Who knows? So, coming into chapter 6, this is my new favorite thing. These ninjas that jump out of the wall have become apple assassins. Apple assassins. That's the joke that got cut off at the end of my last VOD that I'm kind of sad about. In the last stream. So yeah, they burned down the apple orchards at Applewood Manor. And now we have to deal with that political nightmare. So the stinger for chapter 6, which, full disclosure, I did play through this already. I did a recording in case there was a possibility that I was going to have noise issues at this time of night. So I do know what's coming, but I'm going to act like I don't. So it'll just mean that you'll see the diamond choices don't quote unquote cost anything, because I already did those. But we can start with the stinger. The apple orchards have been burned. Will you be able to reassure the Cordonian people in the wake of the attack? Let's find out. Uh-oh, what happened to my music? No! Well, the title music changed. It's now very somber and restrained, which that makes me sad, because it's kind of cool, but oh well. Chapter 6, Ember of Hope, which, that's a reference. That's That's very much a reference to what is actually now for them a past game. That is a reference to Endless Summer. So, unfortunately, that's not a drinking rule, but I feel like we should take a drink for it anyway. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right. Shortly after the attacker's latest video release, you're on a train bound for Applewood Manor. You're on your way to the dining car with Drake, Hannah, and Maxwell when you run into Shamar and Bastien. Bastien, I want to know who did this. Who burned down the Applewood orchard? Yes, I'm sure Bastien has all the answers right now. Sure. My king, we are doing everything we can to find those responsible. Right now, we're pursuing leads in both the Liberation Corps and the Sons of Earth. Okay. Sons of Earth really sounds like you shouldn't be burning down, like, centuries-old orchards, but whatever. Duchess Olivia has been very cooperative with questioning, but we haven't been able to locate her aunt. I didn't know her aunt was still alive, so... okay. I will let you know as soon as we have any new information. Okay, cool. Bastien takes his leave, and you and your friends surround Shamar. I can't believe someone would burn down the apple orchard. It's a low blow. Attacking the orchard when the real target is the monarchy? Their assassination attempt didn't work, so they've resorted to terrorizing our citizens. Yeah? The people who live at Applewood must be so scared. How are we gonna get through this? We're not. We're just gonna give up. Everybody give up. Cordonia's lost. Without the apple orchards, we are nothing. Next 20 chapters are spent trying to forge a new country on some island in the in the Caribbean. Sorry. Maxwell, we can say together we can do anything, or they're gonna be sorry they ever messed with us. I feel I feel like there's gonna be sorry is a little aggressive, frankly. So I'm gonna go with together we can do anything. Oh, now we're all happy and hopeful again. Okay, cool. We've won over our enemies, tracked down a missing person, reunited a family. We even uncovered a conspiracy orchestrated by the most powerful man in the country. Oh, honey, you think the king is the most powerful man in the country. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Well, when you put it like that, it sounds pretty impressive. You're goddamn right. Told you I cussed. You're right. We'll get through this. Now, let's make sure everyone else in Cordonia knows that. I'm adding words, it's okay. The door to the train car slides open and Madeline enters, talking to someone on the phone. Yes, you heard me. I want this on the front page. Or else I'll personally ensure that you're demoted to covering pet parades for the rest of your journalistic career. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Madeline needs it. Whoa. Perfect. Thank you. Goodbye. Like, I imagine Madeline being one of those people who just flips a switch. Like, yeah. Madeline hangs up. There. That was the last call. Every news outlet in Cordonia will be in attendance when we arrive at Applewood. Thank you, Madeline. We can't personally visit every Cordonian, but this news coverage will at least let us reassure them from afar. Frankly, this sounds like a great time for whoever's behind these attacks to stage something else. Like, seriously. Right? Okay. And even more than that, we have to control the story. Yeah, we need to make sure everyone knows. We can say that the apples aren't the only symbol of the crown's strength, or the Cordonians don't take apple-related insults lightly. All right, apples. There's been 2 apple references, so take 2 drinks. This is gonna be a high apple night. It's all icy. I really feel like this is not the time to be cracking jokes, though. So, the apples aren't the only symbol of the crown's strength. I hope. Just because they've burned an apple orchard doesn't mean they've won. Yes, the apple orchard was chosen specifically to undermine King Shamar and the stability of the crown. At least no one was injured in the fire, but those poor farmers. Yeah, considering agrarian families really survive year to year off of harvests, this is pretty bad because they're not just out one year's harvest, they're out years and years and years of harvests. Like, we're talking probably, for a fruit tree to reach maturity and really start yielding, 5 years is my guess on the low end. I don't know, someone can correct me if they like, but that's not going to happen quickly. This is pretty bad. Yeah, it's going to be a rough year with no apples to harvest. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be probably damn near a rough decade. So, that's awesome. My staff is already working on a plan to help the farmers, but they're understandably afraid about the future. That's why our priorities for the event are to establish order and to show our enemies that we won't be intimidated. His Majesty will accomplish that with his prepared statement. Hey, you're my press manager, not his. What the hell? And what about Lady Kira? That's Duchess Kira to you, Shamar. Hello. I've been promoted. She'll end the conference on a note of hope by planting a baby apple tree. Even she can't fumble that too badly. Hey, I have been incredibly consistent for 2 whole books, Madeline. Give me some credit. Come on. Thanks. Now, I have some final arrangements to make for the conference. Kira, find something suitable to wear. Hannah and Maxwell will help. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, Maxwell will. You, Hannah, and Maxwell traipse into the train's boutique. Ooh, we're traipsing now. Ooh, okay. Okay, we've got to pick something nice. Something that looks professional and serious and will photograph well. And is good enough to plant a tree in. Oh, right, that too. Wow, Hannah forgot something? What? What about this? Okay, Salt of the Earth. Roll up your sleeves and reassure the people in this down-to-earth outfit for 25 diamonds. Ooh, about that. What? Again, I'm sorry. I'm really stuck on the size of her chest, y'all. Like, size of the chest relative to the size of the hips. It's even a little bit big with respect to her hips as well. But yeah, her waist is just way too tiny. Like, oh god, no, I can't do it. And also for 25 diamonds, no. What's our other option? Wait, seriously? Seriously? We're gonna go to a press conference like that? You're gonna let me change outfits, aren't you? No? What? That's supposed to be the point of the damn closet, is to be able to change your outfits. What the hell? It hasn't let me do this like the last 3 times. Fine. I guess we'll show up in a tank top and jeans. We're the American. We can get away with it. I'm gonna keep it simple for this one. Yeah, I think this is one of the few cases where what you say is way more important than how you look. This is true. You feel the train begin to slow beneath you. I guess this is it. You and your friends disembark the train at Applewood Manor. The acrid tang of smoke scratches at your throat with every breath. It's strange how the manor still looks so normal. Oh, and they got the smoke going across the top. I don't know if it shows up on the stream, but I know they only burned the orchard, but somehow I was expecting for the loss we feel to be reflected in the world around us. Wow, someone's reading from his speech. Yeah, that's it. Make me surprised. He's a career politician. I have a feeling it will be. You follow his gaze to the charcoal haze that hangs low over the manor. Oh, it's very poetic. I don't know if I'm ready to see the orchard like that. Come on, there we go. We have to face it one way or another. Come on, the press is waiting. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Madeline leads the way down the path to the orchard, and soon you reach the charred remains. Oh, with the sad piano music happening. Yeah, that looks pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Because, yeah, it looks like there's not a tree untouched. Sometimes the trees are a little more resilient than you give them credit for, and they'll come back a little bit. But, yeah, that's still pretty bad. It's pretty bad. On the bright side, you probably killed a lot of bugs and diseases with this by doing this. Not recommending you torch your entire apple orchard, but controlled burns are done in some areas for a reason. The orchard, we can say wow, or this isn't so bad. No, it is that bad. Wow. I can't believe it. You turn to look at Shamar and notice that he's gone completely still, his jaw clenched and his mouth fixed in a thin line. Shamar? I thought I'd prepared myself to see it, but my God, it's worse than I'd imagined. How can I reassure everyone that Cordonia is well protected when I let this happen? Yes, when you let them attack your apple orchard, of all things. Come on, dude. Shamar, we can say people will be reassured just by seeing you up there. I'll be right next to you will be great. Or would a kiss help? Alright, kissing's an option. Take a drink. So basically, do we want to treat him like a politician, or do we want to treat him like our partner? Because if you're treating him like a politician, you know, people will be reassured just by seeing you up there. If we want to treat him like our partner, the other two, I know our house rule is always kiss the prince. Is this the moment? Is this appropriate? I mean, yes, okay. He's a politician, but he's also still our partner, so I guess we do. I guess, would a kiss help? We're offering, so it's not so bad. From you, always. Alright, okay. You cup his cheek and pull him into a lingering kiss. You can feel his muscles relax beneath your touch. His breath tickles your ear when he whispers, "Thank you, my love. You always know exactly what I need." And a soulmate point. How nice. That's okay. Sure, we always know exactly what you need. Cool. Nearby, a throng of reporters and citizens waits near a row of burnt-out tree husks, and I guarantee you they were taking pictures of that. In the crowd, you spot Olivia? I thought you were spending the next few days in Lithikos. I intended to, but when I heard about the orchard, I will bring the wrath of House Navrakis down on these spineless vermin with the power of 1,000 burning suns. Oh, wow, okay, that might be a little much, Olivia. Being a little extra. Okay. If they think they can attack us without consequence, they're dead wrong. Emphasis on dead. Wow, again, people are, like, taking video, Olivia, of you, like, threatening people. This doesn't look good. Great. This again. Thank you for coming, Olivia. Your support means more now than ever. There's nowhere I'd rather be. Really? Nowhere? Nowhere other than this burnt out orchard destroyed by terrorists? Like, wouldn't you rather the orchard wasn't destroyed by oh my god. Okay, whatever, Olivia. Whatever. You're trying. Madeline rolls her eyes and turns to you. They're ready for you. Just keep your cool. Right. Cool? Okay. People are furious right now. They don't want to see you cool. They want to see you vengeful. Okay, well, what they want and what they need aren't necessarily the same thing, Olivia. Just saying. Actually, Olivia may have a point. What? Did Madeline and Olivia just agree on something other than poodles? Hell hath frozen over? Shamar, check the sky for pigs. Okay. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. It's actually not a bad idea. The people might respond to a more visceral approach. Okay. Whatever you choose, do it fast. You're on. What? Okay. All right. Give 'em hell. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. All right. Olivia joins the front of the crowd as Madeline ushers you and Shamar into place before them. When they see you, the audience swarms in your direction. King Shamar, are we safe? Are the attackers gone? If the king's showing up in a location, you can bet the security team has cleared it, yes. My family has been harvesting this orchard for generations. How am I going to feed my kids? Not a great look choices, having the only brown guy in the shot be the one harvesting the orchards. Yikes. Yikes. King Shamar, have you apprehended those responsible? Sure. Step back. Give King Shamar and Duchess Kira some breathing room. You might want to listen to her. She might shoot you. She pushes them back a few feet, but the growing audience is still clearly agitated. Shamar steps out in front of the crowd, and they go silent. Citizens of Applewood, my heart is with you in this difficult time. This orchard is as dear to me as to any of you. I grew up playing among the trees which just yesterday stood where we stand now. We will begin replanting the orchard immediately, and will provide for those who are out of work. Your families will not go hungry. I would sure hope so. You're tending the royal orchards and something happens to them that's out of your control? Yeah, I better not be responsible for that. As for those responsible for this deplorable attack, know that we will not rest until we find them and bring them to justice. Ooh, oh, justice. Justice! Sorry. There is a smattering of applause, but the audience is still tense. Thank you, Your Highness. Lady Kira, do you have anything to add? Okay, Duchess Kira, come on. Come on, people. We know you're all still scared and upset, but, so we can say, this could have been way worse, which, no. Yes, but no. The attack targeted the crown, not the public. No, they definitely targeted both. Or, we will punish the criminals who did this. Okay, I guess, like, both Olivia and Madeline said be aggressive, and sure, I guess we will punish the criminals who did this. If we ever catch them. They came for our apples, so now we are coming for them. Take a drink. Just stir up my drink, but take a drink. Yeah, no one messes with our apples. Take a drink. Yep, I'm gonna make you drink every time they say apples. The audience applauds enthusiastically, and you even hear some cheers and whoops. Okay, yeah. Cool. So we got a hope point, whatever that means. Maybe Olivia was right about this anger thing. Oh god, okay. Well, I mean, we are the Americans, so we're supposed to be all hot-headed and go get 'em and whatever, so I don't know, I guess we're making this our brand now. Let's make this our brand. Why not? I'm sure you all have more questions, and answers will be forthcoming as our investigation progresses. For now, we have prepared a special finale for this press conference. You and Shamar follow Madeline a short distance to where a baby apple tree sits beside a freshly dug hole. The crowd follows. Take a drink. So yeah, like I said, I got seed banks and shit waiting around. Like, these are not the only Cordonian apple trees in all of Cordonia, I'm pretty sure. Clearly not, because we have a baby tree. Your gaze wanders to the empty, blackened land where a similar tree was planted after the crowning of the Apple Queen during the social season. Oh no, our little baby tree died that we planted? No, it didn't even get a chance to live. Poor baby tree. Yeah, see? Boo. How long ago was the social season? Was that like a year? Was that like 2 months? This feels like it's been years. 587 years. Duchess Kira and I will now take the first step in replanting the Applewood Orchard. Oh, sure. Now you get my title right. Husband-to-be. So, okay. It's worth noting that an actual baby tree would not produce fruit, but okay. Pick up the baby tree, put it in the hole. You and Shamar both take hold of the tiny tree and carefully lower it into the hole. Olivia hands you a shovel while Madeline gives one to Shamar, and you work together to cover the roots with ashy dirt. I'd love to get a picture for the cover of Trend. Yes, because nothing says fashion magazine like people digging holes in the burnt up dirt. Oh, by all means. Okay. Ready? Oh god, I gotta pick one. Okay, I guess I need to look angry. Oh, fierce and determined, that's what we're calling it, sure. You arrange your features into an expression of fiery resolve. Meanwhile, Shamar takes on an air of calm stoicism. Alright, so we're trying to be like the yin and yang thing happening here. Alright, I get it. Click. Resilient, reassuring? This will make for an excellent cover. Thank you both. Alright, cool. Whatever floats your boat, Anna. It's our pleasure. You finish burying the sapling's roots, then turn back to the waiting crowd. The planting of this tree symbolizes, you can say, our anger becoming strength in the face of our enemies, all the future trees, or Cordonia's commitment to keeping the doctor away. Again, not the moment. Not the moment, and take a drink for the doctor reference. It's kind of apples, but it's also just awful. Um, all the future trees is very awkward. Remember, we're supposed to be angry. Our anger becoming strength in the face of our enemies. Alright. Whoever did this thinks that by attacking us, they're revealing our weaknesses, like apples. But what they don't realize is that ash enriches the soil, allowing the trees to grow back sturdier than before. They burn down our orchard. For each tree lost, we'll plant 2 more. No, an orchard's usually laid out the way it is because that's the optimal spacing for growing the trees, so you can't do that without taking land from someone else to plant more trees, which is another political nightmare. It sounds nice. It sounds nice. We will not allow those cowards to wreak havoc on our country. Okay. Cool. They think they can break us? We'll show them they're wrong. Alright, cool. The crowd cheers, roused by your righteous anger. Alright. They have no idea who they're dealing with. Okay. Yeah, I'm worried now. That's right! Oh god, no, Olivia. Olivia, you're encouraging them. No. Oh my god, they're all gonna pick up like torches and pitchforks and shit, aren't they? We did this. Oh no. Well said, Lady Kira. Sure. Another hope point, whatever that means. I meant every word. As the cheer dies down, Madeline steps forward. That's all the time we have for today. The crowd begins to disperse, and a few familiar faces approach you and Shamar. Mara shoots you a questioning glance, but you give the green light with a nod. Thank you, King Shamar. I feel a lot better knowing my family will be taken care of. Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad. Oh, there's no need to thank me. This is literally my responsibility. The crown employs you to take care of our orchard, so yeah. Duchess Kira, what you said up there? It was really inspiring. Oh god, I have incited them to war, haven't I? I knew I was right to believe in you. You two are making Cordonia proud, and your smile doesn't fit your face. That's creeping me out now. Please stop. So we reassured the people after the apple orchard was burned. Yay! I guess. Your support means a lot to us. The two walk away just as your friends approach. You didn't come off as utterly incompetent, so well done, I suppose. You were so inspirational. Yay, Hannah believes in us. I got chills. You might still be able to feel the goosebumps. Oh, we're not there, Maxwell. We're really not. Even I'll admit it was pretty stirring. Wow, thanks. He's not quite asshole territory, but take a drink anyway, because wow. Wow, my dude. Like, screw you. They don't call you the spin master for your DJ skills. Are you still talking? Are you talking to Madeline? Are you talking? Who? What? What? I don't think they call me the spin master at all. Yeah, I don't think they do either. Well, they're gonna start. I'll go put that on my to-do list. Okay, Maxwell, something tells me that you can't actually keep a to-do list, but okay. Alright, go for it. So, what now? Back to the train? If you're only here at Applewood for an hour, it will give the impression that you don't think it's as safe as you say. You'll stay the night at the manor, and we'll rejoin the rest of court at Kiara's estate tomorrow. Okay. So my thought that we were gonna see Kiara's family today was wrong. Alright. So you're saying we have the rest of the day free? Yes. But remember, many eyes are still on you, Kira. Be mindful. So don't make a fool of myself and get myself drunk like you would. Okay. You salute Madeline, and the group begins the trek back to the manor. At the edge of the orchard, a dejected-looking boy and girl run their fingers through the dirt. A soccer ball sits by their feet. I think they would call it a football, but whatever. It's not fair. What are we supposed to do now? Everyone bailed. People, this child, look at this child. How old do you think this child is? Because I'm going with like 4, maybe. That's a young child. The sentence structure here. Okay, I'm not exactly a developmental psychology major, but what? No. There's no point in crying about it. Don't be such a baby. All right, and she's probably what, like 7, 8, something like that. That's doing all right so far. I'm not a baby. Okay, all right. Oh, they look so sad. We need to cheer them up. Well, that means you'll leave the security perimeter. You're my bodyguard. You come with me. That you Mara, we can say, sometimes we have to go out of the safety zone. They are just kids. Or, I'll fight my way out if anything happens. They're just kids. Well, they're probably a decoy for, some assassin waiting to attack. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with sometimes we have to go out of the safety zone. We can't comfort people if we stay locked away behind our guards. Okay, alright. The rest of us will be with her. Yeah. Drake, who took a bullet for me. I feel so safe. Understood. I'll be on the lookout. You walk over and tap the girl on the shoulder. She looks up at you with awe. Whoa! Jiro, look who it is! Hi, Echo! Happy Friday! Wow! Camellia, say something! Camellia? That is entirely too much name for that size of child. Oh my. Oh my. Also, Jiro? Is that okay? I don't bite, I promise. Lady Kira, we're big fans of yours. Okay. Ha! Welcome to the fan club. Maxwell, so supportive. I'm honored. Will you two fans tell me what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about us. Just, again, these are kids. The capacity for, like, sarcasm and lying like that, like, like hiding your intentions, isn't super developed. Basically, I'm not buying that a kid would, like, be embarrassed and, like, try to tell this person that they super duper admire not to worry about them. This would probably be more like if this kid was 10 or over, I'd say yeah, you'd probably manage that, but 9 and under, I'm not so sure, unless they're coming from a background that isn't great, which I officially say is not the case for Camellia. She comes from a very loving family. Her parents are awesome. They're totally cool with her going out and playing soccer in a burnt-out orchard. It's fine. You're my fellow Cordonians. Of course I worry about you. It's the orchard. Us and some of the other kids would come here to play soccer together. But now it's burned and nobody wants to join us. Play with us, not join us. What the hell? Man, that's rough. Because they're like writing these kids like with adult dialogue, and it's weird. What if we play with you instead? Here we go again, volunteering our friends for, like, sports, I guess. Is this our thing now? Really? Yeah. We can say, we're not gonna let a little disaster stop us. Please don't use the word disaster, Kira. What? Or, I decree that it's time for soccer. Well, you're dealing with kids here. Like, yeah, after working with kids for a while, they are way too straightforward. Yeah, the dodging around, like I said, the dodging around and the like, oh, don't worry about me, is usually a red flag in my experience. So, yeah. But again, Kira, you're talking to kids. So, like, a little disaster? No, don't give these kids any more reason to worry. Like, use the fun language. Be fun. I decree that it's time for soccer. Can you even make decrees? This 4-year-old child is way too politically savvy. Okay, again, to kids, there's not a, like, you don't learn about, like, political divisions and shit when you're 4, okay? In a 4-year-old's mind, king, queen, duchess, they're all basically princesses, right? They can pretty much all do whatever they want. There's not a concept of, like, you know, like, why does Princess Jasmine have to get married? Why can't she just say she's not getting married? She's the princess. She can do whatever she wants, right? There's not that concept, apart from the fact that the king is her dad and her dad's telling her what to do, that they may not be allowed to make laws like that. So, I am really concerned about Jiro's political savvy right now. I'm back on the train of these kids are a decoy, and they are not kids at all. They are full-grown adults wearing glamour spells, and they're totally gonna just turn into ninjas and kill us all. Of course she can. She's the Kira Roth. Ooh, I sound so important. And I'm saying, are you ready for some soccer? Okay. All right, we're learning from Maxwell. This is dangerous. I'm always ready. Can we still play here? We don't have any goalposts. When has that ever slowed down a child? They just choose goals randomly for, like, there's still trees standing. Like, these 2 trees are the one goal, these 2 trees are the other goal, go. Like, what the hell? What the hell? These are adults. I am convinced these are adults. Well, let's stick some branches in the ground. That's what Shamar and I would do as kids. As practical as that sounds, we can open up the courtyard at the manor instead. We get to go to Applewood Manor? Sure, I mean, we do. Yes, we do. Okay, you and your friends lead the children up to the manor. Where are their parents? Do their parents have any idea that their children are now being abducted by the royal family and their friends? Okay. All right. I remember there was a 4-year-old boy at the daycare who put on a dress, called himself a princess, and all the kids went around obeying him. His commands didn't make cleanup easy. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking, is, like, they don't have a concept of, like, regal and legal hierarchy yet, really. Wow, this is what it's like to be royalty. Again, the word royalty. There's the courtyard. That's where the nobles play games. Where we're gonna play games. Yes, forever and ever. Yes. Camellia and Jiro sprint into the courtyard. Shamar waves to a couple staffers who bring out 2 goals for the field. They have goals waiting, I guess. I. What? 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 Let's draft teams. Okay. I'm team captain. I call Kira. Hey, I want Kira on my team. Uh-oh. Let's all be on a team together. We'll all be co-captains. Deal. Okay, sure. We need one more for our team. Who do you think's the best? The best would probably be Hannah. This isn't even a choice. It's Hannah. We all know it's Hannah. Oh, me? Yes, you. I guess I'm okay at the sport. I haven't really played much. Yeah, this means that she could go pro next week. So supposedly there weren't any other kids. All the other kids had bailed on them, and that was part of why they were upset. They were the only two. So I guess we weren't going to go down into the village and like Pied Piper all their children away from them. If she's not already a master soccer player, she'll probably be one before we finish. She sounds like a superstar in the making. I've got to take another drink just because I do not believe a child has this type of thought. She sounds like a superstar in the making. Sounds like something I would have said at that age. But I was a creepy kid who knew too much. Okay. Alright. Good shit. Now, who's the worst? Just so we know who to target on the other team. The weakest link is, so... I kind of want to pick on Drake, but I also don't want to pick on Drake because I pick on Drake all the time. So do I pick on my future husband or my, like, semi-legal brother? I think I'm going to pick on my semi-legal brother. Let's pick on Maxwell. What? Oh, come on, Maxwell. I had to pick somebody. He wouldn't survive without any of us. He'd spend the game dragging the team down. If my heart was a goal and a dagger the ball, you just kicked that dagger right into my heart. Maxwell would probably be aces with kids. Like, really, really good. Better than me. Ace is not great with children. Ace needs them to be old enough to be interesting before she can really deal with them. Because otherwise I'm like, I'm sorry, child, I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I just kind of nod along a lot. Yeah. That's the scouting report on my friends. I swear it's completely accurate. I'm in high school and still forget the word the. These kids are not children. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm not alone in this. We should go with King Shamar. Go with King Shamar for what? I am so... What are we doing? Kira didn't mention him at all. I guess he's average enough. So, wait. Is Shamar, like, on our team? How many people are on these teams? Like, are we seriously going for, like... What is this? What is this, Shamar, Drake, Hannah, Maxwell, me, 2 kids. Are we seriously going for, like, 5-on-2? Is that what we're doing? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Think about it. He's a king. He could probably get away with anything. This is the first childlike thing this child has said. Or bribe the other team to lose. I accept bribes in the form of ice cream, thank you. See, I'm telling you, Maxwell is probably a fantastic uncle. Really. He's that uncle that you love when you're a kid, but when you're an adult, you're just like, oh my god, Uncle Max, please stop. Please stop. Uncle Maxwell when Barty goes to prom. Ooh. Oh, I would I would pay money for that. He would probably, like, try to become the DJ just so that he could, like, keep an eye on him. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point, Echo. Maybe some of the staff are playing and that's why they need to pick the teams accordingly. That could be. I don't know. I'm going with that because it's the most sensible explanation. Let's get things started already. Why, so you can lose? The two teams take their places in the field beside the manor. Camellia places the soccer ball at your feet. Lead us off, Kira! Lead us off? What? Oh my god, not children. So we're gonna kick the ball, I guess. Let the fun begin! Sure. The ball hangs in the air from an errant kick. Shamar and Drake press into each other, jostling for position to head the ball. He's very, very determined about it, I guess. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Angry faces on. They jump at the same time and crash into each other. The ball lands behind them as they fall down onto the grass. Hey, watch whose shoulder you're crashing into. Yeah, he's been shot. All you have to do is stand aside. No, your royal highness. Don't trouble yourself with such strenuous activity. Oh, the ribbing. I'm enjoying this. Okay. It's only more embarrassing when you lose. Me? Lose? Max would be the DJ and try to get Barty to slow dance with someone. Just imagine him yelling at the booth, "Go Barty!" No, he totally would. Like, the slow dance would come on and he'd be like, you know, I'm seeing Bartholomew Walker, you know, was it Bartholomew? I forget. It's what it is now. Bartholomew Walker, I see, is in a prime position. Like, and I guarantee you, like, Barty would just be like, please, for the love of God, Uncle Max, why are you here? Mom, Uncle Max keeps ruining things. Like, no, that's totally happening. Huh, now you're asking for it, Drake. Try me. I don't need to be 100% to win the next duel. Famous last words. Shamar holds out a hand to Drake. Drake winces as Shamar pulls him up. Yeah, weren't you, like, shot recently? Your shoulder. I'm fine. Yeah, you're fine. That's why you were being all like, hey, stop crashing into my shoulder. Hey, so we can say, Drake, didn't you just get shot? Or no blood, no foul. No, I'm going, Drake, didn't you just get shot? I'm not sure you should be playing. We decide halfway through the game. Hey, don't worry about me. I'm still feeling good enough to run circles around you. Okay, sure. Drake snags the ball and kicks it into the goal. Hey! Hannah jukes around Jiro and Camellia, but you close down on her. So, wait, is Hannah not on our team? I am seriously so confused by these teams. What is going on? I'm open! Wait, did we pair off Hannah and Maxwell on are there 3 teams? 2 teams? 3 teams? What? What? I'm so confused. Yeah! Hannah sends the ball flying towards Maxwell, right into his face. He falls to the ground, dramatically rolling around. Wow, random tornado warning in an area where you don't get tornadoes is kind of concerning. Not gonna lie, I hope everything is gonna be okay. 99% of the time in that situation it's nothing, but, you know, also tornadoes, very unpredictable. Unless, well, I know they always say that, like, you can't have a tornado in the mountains, but that's not actually true. Because you can. It's just not quite as common because of the wind patterns. And also, more of them probably go unreported and undetected because of the way that mountains screw with shit. Anyway, falls to the ground, dramatically rolling around. Maxwell! This is the end! My playing days are done. So dramatic. So, Maxwell, we can say you've got years left in you, or get up, this isn't drama club. I mean, I kind of want to encourage his behavior because it's making it more fun for the kids. So, Maxwell, you've got years left in you. It can't be done. Nobody has ever come back from such a grievous ego injury. I mean, you clearly haven't seen actual soccer. We'll get you into therapy, you'll work hard, and then you'll show the world it can be done. You'll come back from this, I know it. You're right, I can do this. Maxwell hops back up. I would be so frustrated playing this game with them. I played soccer for 7 years and I wouldn't let this shit go. Yeah, if you're a serious player and you're in a game like this, I can see that, because there'd be things that'd drive me nuts if it was my own field of expertise, as it were. So yeah. You dribble past Maxwell, finding space to shoot the ball. On the other stand, you see Jiro standing by the goal, waving his arms. Over here! So I should pass the ball to Jiro, I guess. You pass the ball across the face of the goal, and it lands right at Jiro's feet. He kicks the ball between the goalposts. You gotta include the child. This is for the children. Yeah! You got it! Jiro sticks his arms out like an airplane and flies around the field. Camellia directs him around like an air traffic controller, and he lands by you with a high five. Alright. Yeah. Great pass, Kira! And an even better shot. Kids are exhausting. The game finally draws to a close as everyone tires out. Shamar and Drake put their hands on their knees, breathing hard. I don't think I can move another muscle. I'm sure you'd find a way once I got the ball. Yeah, but would you be getting the ball? We can say, could play all day or need oxygen. Oxygen! No, kids are exhausting. I need oxygen. Just nothing but energy. You put your hands on your knees, inhaling several deep breaths. Yeah, I guess there were no goalies. I guess we just ran around kicking the ball. That's my guess. Which those games are fun too, so. The human body wasn't meant for this. Why did we think it was a good idea to run so much? I don't know, why did you think it was a good idea to play polo when you've never done it before? We were consumed by hubris. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Laughter and clapping erupt from the edge of the field. With Marl overlooking them, a small crowd has gathered. People wave when you look at them. And somehow they've been completely silent for the rest of this game. Sure. Oh, hello my adoring fans. Is this what it's like to be Kira? I mean, this is part of what it's like to be Kira. The other part is people trying to assault me and or kill me. But, you know. I also kiss the king once in a while. I wish people clapped for me all the time. So do I, kid. Yes, cheer our team's glorious victory. We weren't keeping score. Yeah, so in that case, I'm going to say there were definitely no goalies. Which means there's no proof if we lost. Okay. Alright. I hope we can keep playing here. Oh boy, you got him used to it now, Shamar. The grounds crew probably wants to keep the orchard closed while it regrows. So, anyone who used to play there should be invited to play at the manor. I mean, their way of playing is literally like go around and just kick the ball, kind of like what we would do for like American football, which is just like literally throw the ball around the yard and not really pay attention to what's going on or why. But yeah, there wasn't a lot of defensive strategy in this game, it appears. Yes! All the kids will want to play with us now. Sure. Come on, let's go tell everyone. Tell everyone we're on Twitter. Jiro and Camellia run up and give you a big hug. Thanks for playing with us, Kira. Yeah, you are not children. I'm so creeped out now. We had a blast. I had fun too. Good game, everyone. Bye. Bye. Camellia and Jiro wave goodbye to everyone and run off. As they run past the crowd, Madeline walks towards you. I must admit, playing with the kids in front of everyone, that was a shrewd ploy you pulled. My advice must be rubbing off on you. Take credit. Madeline, we can say, not everything's done with an ulterior motive, or I'm making a playbook of all your tactics. Do we flatter her, or no, we don't flatter her. Not everything's done with an ulterior motive. This is not a question. People give to charity because they want to look generous to others. Yeah, I can see if you're super competitive for soccer, this would really, really, really bug you. Yeah. I get it. I get it. People give to charity because they want to look generous to others. I'm not at all sure that's true. A lot of us are rage donating to charity because we want the charity to do things. But whatever. People give compliments because they are the ones who want to be complimented. Maybe that's why you give compliments. People give because they want to receive. At Christmas? What the hell? Even then, I give people presents because I like to give people presents. But how I keep my friends is by bribing them with presents. I guess that's my self-interest in disguise. Our virtues are little more than self-interest in disguise. It's a delusion to think otherwise. Yes, my self-interest in having friends and making sure they feel appreciated is why I give them gifts at Christmas. Sure. Well, I continue to think otherwise. Be thankful you have me around to cover for your blindness. Okay. Maxwell, Hannah, Drake, and Shamar gather around you. Anyone else feel like a sweaty mess? Excuse me. Yup. You know, that amazing spa we went to after raising the barn? It's still nearby. Oh, that was a really nice place. I'd love to go back. As would I. Hey, maybe we'll crash your side of the bathhouse this time. Oh my, everybody in towels again. And learn of your secret hippo tattoos. I think we'll skip all that and start in the co-ed room this time. Oh my, you saucy thing. Cad. So we're all in agreement then. Maxwell looks over to Madeline, who confronts him with an annoyed expression. Well, you should come with us too. Did I give out candy on Halloween? No, I didn't get any trick-or-treaters. I don't usually where I live. I did on the off chance buy like just a small bag of candy in case I had like one or two, but then I was also gone for like the early part of the night, which was prime trick-or-treating time, because there was a last-minute work dinner that I attended. And yes, work dinner on Halloween. It was, I mean, it was fun. It was nice. It was free food is why I was there. But no, I did not give out candy on Halloween. Hard pass. Okay. Drake lets out an audible sigh of relief, and Madeline's sneering, so take a drink. Nom, nom, nom. I've better things to do than lounge around a pool with you all. You realize it's 2018 and we've got iPhones, right? You could be doing other things while you're lounging around a pool. Yeah? Enjoy your dalliance. The brief on Kiara's family will be ready for you tomorrow. Okay. Alright. You know you can relax once in a while, Madeline, right? Madeline turns around and leaves. She's gonna burn out here pretty soon. Oh, thank goodness. I fumbled that one. Much like I do with everything. It's a really weird heel face turn, but okay. Whatever. How about it, Kira? Spa day? Diamond choice? Or not? Count me in. After a limo ride to the bathhouse, you change and step into the co-ed room with your friends. It's still beautiful. Last time we were here feels like we can say a lifetime ago, or it was yesterday. Huh. Echo, you dressed as a carrot because of an inside joke that you're a carrot. Yes, I want to hear this story. You cannot leave me hanging like this. Why are you a carrot? Yeah. But no, it definitely feels like a lifetime ago. Every day for the last 2 years has been 587 years long. So, yeah. Ah, yes. Back in those days, the pools were filled with water. Now they're filled with, different water? I don't know where you were going with that, but okay. We didn't come here to admire the scenery. Okay. We got what, like 4 or 5 allosexual people in a room together? Scenery is being admired, Drake, and I have to say that the mountains and the valleys and, you know, the hills and the plains, they're all being admired. I, personally, Ace, am literally admiring the scenery because your boobs are there. They're very nice boobs. What do you want me to say? They're boobs. By the way, if we get in the pool, we're all wrapped in towels. What are we wearing the towel into the pool? I'm asking this again. I know I asked this when we were here last time. What is going on? What is going on? Drake steps into the bath and reclines against the wall. Next to him sit several bottles of sparkling cider. We must be important visitors. We're literally the king and the queen to be, so yes, we are important visitors. You and the rest of your friends rush into the pool and grab some drinks. What are we wearing? So we're going to take our apple cider, and for that I'm going to take another drink because they're drinking in game. I need to update my drinking rules. Ah, relaxing. Yes, the sounds of me chewing ice, I'm so sure, are very relaxing. Oh, it tastes like apples. Oh, poor Hannah, you thought that was champagne. Oh, okay. That'd be quite a taste if you're expecting dry champagne and you get sweet apple cider. Which, honestly, good apple cider isn't real sweet. It's very dry, but whatever. It must be made from the Orchard. Another drink for apples now. Num num num. Man, I can't believe that it's gone. Yeah, like I said, sometimes the trees are a little more resilient than you give them credit for. So let's give it a little while. For now. As an outsider, sometimes it's hard to grasp just how much the orchard meant to everyone. Honestly, I've lived here most of my life and I'm still a little puzzled by it. The obsession with the apple can be a bit much at times, but it's a point of national pride. Drank. Cordonia is a small kingdom, as we're being reminded now, for the 19th time. At least. We're not the biggest or the strongest or the most wealthy. But damned if we can't make a good apple. Okay, drank. Alright, so this is the carrot story. Number 1, no, I do not look orange. I was at a sleepover where we were playing Just Dance. I wasn't doing the best compared to the other 3 since I was a bit awkward still. Then we played one song where one of the characters was a carrot, in which I chose. While everyone was still reaching 5 stars, I went above that and reached a 6th star called Superstar. I dominate as a carrot. Also, whenever my friends have carrot at lunch, I get their whole bags worth. Alright, that's a good story, actually. I like it. It sounds like something the game devs snuck in as a joke. Hey, what if we made one of the characters a carrot? Excellent. Also, we're cussing all over this book. What the hell? That orchard had been there for 100 years. Even if we replant, it'll take a long time for the trees to mature. Oh, finally, somebody gets it. The trees are such a fixture. Well, that doesn't mean we have to forget the memories we made there. Oh wow, look at Drake being sentimental. And also, where is your injury from being shot, sir? You should have a bandage on there somewhere. Just realized that. No, I suppose it doesn't. It's probably not supposed to be getting that wound wet either. You're right. Let's honor them with a toast. To the apple orchard. Wow, okay, so drink once for apples and drink again for drinking in the game. I got a whole slushie to get through, y'all. I'm being liberal. I'm not even halfway done. It's very low alcohol content. Everyone holds up their glasses. To Cordonia's citizens. To, so we can say, the best friends in the whole world, or defeating our enemies. Okay, we are not Olivia. To the best friends in the whole world. Damn straight. Again, wow, cussing. Language, children. I love you all. I am quite lovable. Yeah, Hannah, by the way, like, we did have her almost in love with us by the end of book 1. So, yeah, yeah. So am I. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. It takes a long time for trees to mature. 5 years at the bare minimum, and they're showing this like baby fruit tree that we planted already, already bearing full-size fruit, and I'm like, no. So the flavor on the slushie, it's a wine slushie, so you make it with, you make this one with white wine and water and ice. It is kiwi watermelon, I think is the flavor that I picked. And it's very nice. It's very nice. It's got like just a little bit of a tang to it, but it's still nice and sweet, which I like from my drinks. I usually mix my liquor with something sweet. And if I'm having a wine, it either needs to be super dry or it needs to be sweet. I can't have an in-between. It drives me nuts. Rosés are good. Guys. But I love you all too. Aww. Go us! Everyone toasts their glasses together. Okay. You slide back against the pool's edge, letting the water settle into a steamy calm. Shamar slides over to you. Yeah, see, like, yeah, we're, oh god, okay. Hey, when we walked in here, I saw a spa in another room. Do you mean spa, or do you mean, like, sauna? 'Cause we're in a spa. Oh, you can't be near wine? Some people just do not do well with wine, especially red wine. Like for the alcohol reason, which that doesn't sound like that's why you can't be near wine, but. And you're suggesting we go explore its exfoliating steaminess? Okay, yeah, we're talking about a sauna, not a spa. Okay. That's part of it, but I mainly want to sneak some alone time with you. Do you now? It's been a long day with people and not enough time for us. There might be back rubs. Oh, I'm sold. You're pulling out all the stops. You're worth it. So, how about it? So, we can go to the sauna with Shamar, which you see I already did from my recorded playthrough that I was going to use if I had noise problems tonight. Or we can head back to Applewood Manor with everyone. We're going to go to the sauna. At least we call it a sauna. You and your half-naked self. I'd love to. Getting out of the pool with a wet towel. You and Shamar climb out of the pool with two wet and heavy towels. Yuck. Leaving a trail of water drops, you walk through the bathhouse until... Ooh, and the steamy music. Okay. Warm, refreshing steam washes over you as you step into the sauna. I wonder what ulterior motive Shamar might have. Can't imagine. Wow. I cannot breathe in saunas, by the way. Like, especially if there's any kind of steam, there's just not enough oxygen, and the air is too hot, and it really, really bothers me. I can't stay in for very long, because I'll start, like, feeling like I'm suffocating. It's fun. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Okay, I can get used to this feeling. Of what, being warm? You sit down on the bench as Shamar pours water onto the coals. It erupts in a steam of warm mist. Yeah, you're suffocating me, dude. Please stop. Shamar relaxes on the bench next to you. There we go. Oh, yeah? So nice. I'm melting. You're melting? Okay. Oh, it's the smell. Oh, I have stuff like that where I can't stand the smell. Yeah, no, I totally get that. I'm that way with like cigarettes and marijuana. Like marijuana's legal where I live and I cannot stand the smell. It just it makes me sick. Cigarette smoke is worse. Cigarette smoke, I was in Europe. I was in Belgium and Germany for 2 weeks, 1 week in Belgium, 1 week in Germany, and this was before the EU instituted their smoking ban, their public smoking ban. So there was just cigarette smoke everywhere. Like cigarette smoke in the hotel rooms and cigarette smoke as you walked around the city. I was going up the stairs while a family was coming down the stairs at a burger joint, and there was a child, could not have been older than 10, with a cigarette in their hand. I was horrified. I could not believe what I was seeing, but the people who were with me also saw it. So, no. That after 2 weeks, I was so sick, and I was the only one in my group that spoke any German at all. And by that, I mean I could basically count to like, I think I could count to 20. Oh, that probably means I could count to 30 because I knew the word for 20. And I could ask, "Do you speak English?" Those were the things that I could do. I could, hello, goodbye, thank you, etc. But basically, that was the extent of my German. So we're in this town, right? And we go to the pharmacist, to the apothecary, because we don't have any meds of any. Like we don't have Tums, we don't have Pepto Bismol, we don't have anything. We're in this little apothecary. We're not recognizing anything that's in there. So we go up to the cashier, who's like this 60-some-year-old German woman. We're not in a super touristy town, by the way. It's probably more like a European or even just German destination than it is like an American destination. But they're basically the hotel that we wanted to stay at. It was a castle that had been turned into a hotel. Anyway, we go to 60-some-year-old German woman, and I go up, and I am sick as a dog. I have a fever. I have a headache. My stomach's upset. I mean, I probably looked like The Walking Dead. And stumble up to this woman, and I'm like, "Do you speak English?" I say it in German. "Sprechen Sie English?" And she goes, "Nein." And I went, "Oh no." Because, like, my little dictionary that I have, do you think we could find the words for, like, nausea or upset stomach or headache in there? No, not like useful words. No, it had to be stuff like adjectives and shit. And I'm like, what? So there we are, like, miming out my symptoms like it's a game of charades, and she's just looking at us, and I know she told stories about us. I know she went home and was like, these stupid ass Americans, like, came in and thought I spoke English, and I think I gave them something that won't kill them. Basically, she ended up giving us a tincture of St. John's wort, which did do the trick. I was able to survive the remainder of my week in Germany without feeling like I wanted to die. But yeah, no. Oh, 30 minutes in a car with two people smoking? No, I would die. My grandmother smoked when I was a kid, but that turned pretty quickly into my mother forbidding my grandmother to smoke around me. Which my grandmother eventually died of smoking-related lung cancer. Well, complications from smoking-related lung cancer, but still, it's what they listed on her death certificate was lung cancer, smoking-related. So, yeah. No, don't smoke, kids. Don't smoke. Ugh. Anyway. Now that you know too much about Ace. Oh no. Let me save you. Save me from melting? What? Shamar rests his hand on yours. Is this helping? I don't understand. Am I safe now? Sure. Who knows? But I'll at least melt with you. Bleh. Bleh. That's not natural. You squeeze Shamar's hand and rest your head on his shoulder. No, it's too damn hot in here for physical contact. What are you doing? Ugh. Hey, do you remember what it was like last time we were here? Yeah, where we were, like, making out in the massage room? Back when I was on an unwilling engagement tour with Madeline and we were trying to uncover the plot against you? Oh, wow, okay, yeah. I thought you meant, like, last time at the spa, not last time at Applewood. Okay. Were we here in book 2? No, we couldn't have been. It's hard to believe it wasn't that long ago. It's been 587 years. Yet it feels like we've been together forever. Yeah, funny that. Apparently we had no life back in New York because we literally never talk about it. We hear about Shamar's dead mother more than we hear about our previous life back in New York. Oh no, e-cigs. Oh god. Oh, and they, like, people swear that you can't smell them, but you can totally smell them. Like, the flavored ones are the worst. That's somebody at a bus stop smoking, like, I think it was like a cotton candy flavored one upwind from me, and I almost had to go tell them to stop because it was, or, you know, at least switch places with me and stand downwind because it was gross. One of, one of the people in the building where I work turned out she was vaping in her office, and the person in the office above her, on the floor above her, ended up complaining and getting her reprimanded because they could smell it. I'm not surprised. It doesn't cling as badly to your clothing, though, I guess, is the only thing I can say. Cigarette smoke just does not come out. Oh my god. In some ways, it's hard to picture my life without you. Somehow, it feels natural to have found you in New York during my bachelor party of all things. You're nothing if not surprising. Then sneaking glances at you during the social season, always hoping you'd win each challenge so I could pick you. And even when I was engaged to Madeline, I never gave up hope for our love. Yeah, about that, you asked me to be the other woman. Are we ever gonna talk about that? Do we, like, have to go to a counselor to actually work through that one? Because that was kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie, and it's very concerning, given the fact that now you're engaged to me. And, like, usually if they cheat with you, they'll cheat on you. Yeah. I know they were trying to do the whole, like, no, he's loyal to you thing, but I always hoped, I always believed, that in the end we would get our happily ever after. And now it seems we just might. I don't know, dude, we got like 20 more chapters left. You got a while. Shamar, we can say, I can hardly believe how much we've been through together, or sounds like your life would be pretty uneventful without me. Let's give him a little shit. Sounds like your life would be pretty uneventful without me. Good thing I like a little excitement. Okay. I'll say, here's to a lifetime of shared adventures. Alright. I'd follow you into any adventure. Aww. And I wouldn't want to go on one without you. Wow. I just need a drink because that's too much sugar. It's entirely too much sugar. I need some alcohol. Num num num. You take a moment, staring into Shamar's eyes. It's moments together like this that keep us going. Especially after a day like this. I just want to be here with you. And you know what else keeps me going? Massages. Yeah. They were promised. We are on chapter 6. Yeah. It's like 25 chapters in this one or something. It's really long. So we can say, give me a back massage or let me massage your back. Hell no, he promised us a massage. Give me a back massage. Give me a back massage, boy. Is this my duty as your lover? This is your duty as my king. What the hell? Yes. Then I consider myself lucky. Okay, there's some overtones here though that I didn't quite appreciate, but oops. Oh well. He's our partner first. You loosen your towel to expose your back. Pressing his fingers in, Shamar kneads up and down, rubbing knots out along the way. Now I'm really melting. You'll feel like you're in a new body by the time I'm done. Will it be an equally hot body? Define hot. How could it not be? I mean, I don't know. Shamar drives away, working deep into your muscles. He laughs. What's so funny? Talking about the last time we were here reminded me that when I first saw you in a towel, my jaw dropped. Oh, 22? Okay, I was off by 3. I round up. My job, I only need to do orders of magnitude. I've been known to have that effect on people. It's utter madness how entirely and completely I find myself in love with you, Lady Kira. Ooh. Oh, he's laying it on thick. Oh. Excuse me. I have not started any of the new ones. I've only really had time to play when I've been streaming, which kind of sucks, but that's what the rest of my life is doing to me right now. But I hope they're good. I guess one of the new ones has some Aero Ace rep, which makes me simultaneously happy and also very concerned, because when Allos write aces and, you know, basically first, when Allos write aces, they assume they're all also aromantic, which is its own problem. And then also when Allos write Aero aces, they have this tendency to just be like, oh, well, it's so simple, right? They're just like aliens. And I'm like, no, please don't. We are people. We have like whole complex identities. Please don't. So, yeah. It concerns me, but representation kind of always starts rocky too. Unless they actually let you do own voices. So, I don't know. This could be own voices ref. I don't know. But, you know, I doubt it. If it makes you feel better, I couldn't get the image of you in a towel out of my mind for, well, never, actually. Just forever in the front of my mind. You're too amazing to forget. Yeah. Shamar looks at you with hungry eyes. Yeah, I'll bet he does. Shamar, so he can say these towels are in the way. Or let's make out. No, come on. They've both got to be equally goofy. Like, these towels are in the way is kind of like over the top melodramatic. We've got to have, like, not let's make out. What are we, like 14? Like, come on. Well, let me put it that way. Are we like 14 in 1999 is what that really sounds like. It needs to be something like, kiss me, you fool. He's not too bad, but it's too early to tell. Okay, well, I mean, that's encouraging. Yeah, I'm like, we're not all aromantic. Like, no. No, I mean, I realize that I'm Aero Ace, but not every ace is like me, so get with the program. Alright, anyway. Hopefully they do a good job. Choices, I hope you're doing a good job. Because if you're not, you can bet your ass I'm going to stream it and I'm going to rip you to shreds. So, kissing's an option, by the way, so take a drink. And we always kiss the prince, so let's make out. Whatever. Make out with you? Why would I want that? Oh, I can't imagine you staring at me with hungry eyes. Because I'm an irresistible force of adorable power. I mean, there's that. You make a good argument. I think you're just easy for me to sway. Or maybe I've been waiting to kiss you this entire time. Ooh, okay. Shamar wraps his arms around your back and presses his lips against yours. Yeah, we all happy about that, I guess. I don't know. Sure. Suddenly, you hear the voices of your friends outside the door. Are we going to get caught? We could have been caught doing other things, I guess, so this is good. A playful grin flashes across Shamar's lips. He reaches over and tickles you. I should tickle him back. I'm gonna go with that. You throw your hands against Shamar's sides and furiously tickle back. You're gonna try to get me to give our position away, my dude. Not today. Not today, sir. And we get him laughing. That's awesome. I like it. I like it. Someone knocks on the door. Take a drink. Finally. Someone's knocked on our door. Nom nom. So we made too much noise in the sauna. That's delightful. Hey, get a room, you two. We have a room. We already have a room. Thank you, Shamar. Yeah, find your own. Amid the laughter outside, there are a few more playful knocks at the door. Soon the voices fade as your friends leave you alone. Okay, that was kind of cute. That was cute. I like it. Close call. Should we get back to it? Wow. Wow, okay. I wouldn't want to let a little distraction get in the way. Sometime later, you return to Applewood Manor. Oh my god, how long were we there? I thought the spa would help my muscles after the game, but I'm still exhausted. Aha! I found a weakness. The Hannah is not immune to sustained physical activity. Well, I think she may just be covering for her vampirism, but whatever. I'll add this to my field notes. Yeah, this break from all the courtly stuff has been nice, but I think I'm gonna go collapse on my bed for just about forever. Yeah, exactly. Characters have been caught in the act before in this game, but yeah, I like the dialogue. I thought it was cute. As they leave, Shamar lingers at the manor's threshold. Kira, do you have a moment? Hi, Emily. How's things going? We're hanging out here. We just got back from the spa in the game. The spa. If anybody gets that, I don't know. He put me in the vegetable steamer. Sorry. Sure thing. What's up? I've been thinking. Everything since the homecoming ball has been a bit of a whirlwind. You've barely had time to settle into being a duchess, and you've been thrust to the forefront of a national crisis. Yeah, there's that. Well, you know, trials by fire and whatnot. Oh, Shamar, we can say, I'm happy to do whatever I can to help, or it would have been nice to have a moment's rest. Not to sound ungrateful or anything, but it would have been nice to have a moment's rest. I find myself thinking that a lot these days. Oh, you're gonna go visit your high school on Monday? Cool. I hope it's for, like, happy reasons. I had a long day of staring at my computer and wondering why it wasn't doing what I wanted. So yeah. This stop in Applewood reminded me that sometimes the best thing you can do at a time like this is just slow down. I'm so inconsistent with my voices tonight, I'm sorry. To that end, I wondered if you'd like to accompany me to the city. To the city. I can arrange a car to drive us there. I have a sort of tour, I guess you could say, that I'd love to share with you. Ooh, what kind of tour? One filled with Cordonian history, which is likely to be useful, or likely to be helpful when we return to the Unity tour. Oh, I see, so it's going to give us an advantage. Alright. It will help you get to know the city that'll be yours once we're married. And maybe learn more about its king. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, Choice, like, once in a while, Choices does some weird glitchy stuff for me, too. Not real often, but... There's also a spot I want to show you. My favorite view of Cordonia at night. It's almost as stunning as you. Ooh, you sly dog. Cheeky. Joining Shamar for a walking tour of the city will give you an advantage in a future chapter. So as you can tell, which again, this was from my recorded playthrough in case things didn't work out tonight, I already paid for it, so we're going to explore the city with Shamar. I'll admit I'm intrigued. I'd love to join you. The rain is so loud. Oh no! I guess that explains the tornado warning if you're in the middle of a heavy storm, but yeah. Ew. The sun has dipped below the horizon by the time you arrive in the city. Shamar guides you to a cobbled square surrounded by stone buildings, and you marvel at the ancient architecture. It's a very... the fountain is flowing up. Am I the only one seeing that the fountain is flowing up? Is it supposed to be like water jets spurting toward the inside of the fountain? What is going... Okay, alright, whatever. Wow, this place is, we can say, absolutely beautiful or super old. That sounds like being judgy, so take a drink. This place is absolutely beautiful, Kira. You're gonna be queen of it. It's beautiful. Yes, it certainly is. I used to think this city was the most magnificent thing in the world. Until I saw you. Oh, you cheeky, sly little... You're pulling out all the stops. My goodness. Yeah, they released like, what, 2 new books last month? So yeah, they're pumping... Choices is pumping them out lately. We all smiling, cause yeah, it's working. Up ahead, you spot Mara leaning against the side of a building. She nods across the square, and you see Bastien peering down a side street across the way. Mara and Bastien are here. Should I be worried? Bastien is never far off on any of our outings. I'd guess that you're just more aware of it since the attack. Or the writers were just too lazy to keep track. It wasn't important for the plot. Oh, we can say that's reassuring, or so they're watching us? They are not watching you. They're watching for other people. They're not paying that much attention to you. Otherwise, they're lousy bodyguards. They're paying attention to where you're going. That's about it. So that's reassuring. It's nice to know that they're around, just in case. Just in case is precisely what they're here for. I've walked these streets hundreds of times without incident. We have nothing to worry about. Oh yeah, I mean, like, a lot of jets are designed, or blah blah blah. Fountains are designed that way with the jets, but that is not what I initially thought I was looking at, and it's really kind of disconcerting with the way they designed it. It's like when those, when you play with the frame rate on your camera, and then you, like, there was a thing I saw somebody do where they hooked up a water hose that was like trickling out water. They hooked it up to a function generator, so it just shook it back and forth at like a certain frequency, and they tuned that to be like just slower than the frame rate of the camera, so it looked like water was going up into the hose. That's what this reminds me of, is like a bad frame rate on a camera. Honestly. I've walked these streets hundreds of times without incident. Okay. Shamar pauses to take in the sight of the twilit square, smiling as though greeting an old friend. So, why did you want to show me this place? Given your new responsibilities as a future queen, I thought I'd share something that has been helpful to me as a ruler. He takes your hand, wrapping it in his own. And, now that we're engaged, I find myself wanting to share pieces of me, of what made me who I am, with you. I gather that happens when you love someone enough to marry them. That sounds lovely. When my brother abdicated the throne and I knew that I was really going to be king, I would come to the city on my own to experience it the way my people do. I wanted to see the daily lives of my citizens firsthand. To run my hands along brick walls laid by people who've been gone for hundreds of years. People who built the country I love. It became a bit of a habit, especially when I felt caught up in the details of taxes and diplomacy. Oh wow, you've already read all the books. Oh my god. I don't think I could replay Endless Summer 5 times. I don't think I could. I think it'd tear me up too much. I'll admit, Endless Summer kinda ruined me for a little while. I've been leery to start any more books because, like, you ripped my heart out at the end. So, yeah. Still mad about that. That doesn't mean it wasn't a good story. It was a good story, but you ripped my heart out at the end and it's not okay. I'm okay. Wow, so you must know a lot about this place by now. I'd hope so, considering how often I've come here. Thus my tour, which begins with that fountain. You and Shamar approach the edge of the fountain. The gurgle of the water echoes off the stone of the surrounding buildings. I'm actually going through 6th time now. I need help. I can't help you. I'm sorry. You're on your own. You're on your own, brave traveler. You could always get into like Critical Role or something, I guess. That's a similar like time sync, because you're watching. That's where you watch like people playing Dungeons and Dragons, so it's like multiple hours long, like longer than my streams usually. Yeah. The statue is of my ancestor, King Fabian. He isn't the most famous Cordonian monarch, but he's one of my favorites. He was a patron of the arts, and some of Cordonia's most beautiful works were commissioned by him. Songs, paintings, even landmarks. Isn't it a little narcissistic to have an artist create a statue of yourself? Especially one so... naked? I seriously doubted he commissioned a naked statue of himself, but you do realize that used to be one of the ways people took pictures, right? Like, it's no more narcissistic than you taking a selfie. This statue was made after King Fabian's death, though he did have a few portraits of himself painted. Well, were any of them naked? This is the deciding factor here. So what great lesson of monarchy did the statue teach you? Statue teach you. Sounds... It reminds me that a ruler's responsibilities don't end with protecting and providing for the citizens. That's... oh, okay. A good king helps his people thrive. I wonder what that would be like, having a ruler who cares about their people and helps them thrive. What would that be like? I don't know. Sorry. He leans down and dips his hand into the water. Art is a big part of that. A life without the joy and vulnerability of expression is meaningless. Yes, it is. Which is why you should pay artists and creators. Like, seriously. Enough with this, oh, it's a labor of love and you do it for love. No, artists and writers, they deserve to be paid. They need to be paid. Okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. That's really beautiful. So, what do you think of King Fabian? I think we can say you should pose with him. We should honor King Fabian's legacy through song. Or there should be a naked statue of you in a city square. Hey now, that's our, soon-to-be husband. We don't want everybody else seeing him naked. We're the only ones who get to see him naked, except for maybe his doctors. So, should pose them for what? Yeah, that's the thing with Alistair, is you really have to kind of, in Endless Summer, you really kind of have to, sacrifice everyone else to get Alistair to like you. I think on my playthrough, I think he did like me. I don't think he was, my quote-unquote friend. I didn't, I didn't get, that official friendship status with him, but I know I got him to like me. Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, you don't want to be mean to you, especially Grace. Grace, I have a really hard time being mean to, and Quinn. Jake, I can justify being a jerk to, basically, until I hit book 3 and realized, oh god, I know how this is gonna end. And it doesn't end well for Jake, and I was really upset. I was really upset. Yeah, like I said, I'm still mad at that book. I don't know what he would post with him for, but, we should honor King Fabian's legacy through song. Sure. I'm sure he'd be delighted by the idea of a king and a duchess serenading his statue. That's basically the intersection of, all the arts right there, so yeah. Actually, I think he has a birthday coming up in a few weeks. We could sing him happy birthday. Hey, and it's not copyrighted anymore, so I'm not gonna get a copyright violation for singing on the stream. Haha. Perfect. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Oh, ding, yay, with the music. Happy birthday to you. Sorry, I'm trying to sing it's not working. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, King Fabian. Happy birthday to you. Okay, that's my awful singing. I'm so sorry, everybody. Not too shabby. Sure, Shamar. I'm trying to be nice, I understand. I only wish we'd brought cake to leave as an offering. Don't worry, I have it on good authority that he preferred pie. Apple pie? Take a drink just because I'm being cheeky. Oh no, Echo, I'm mad about Michelle too. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm not mad at Michelle, I'm mad about Michelle. I am mad that you can't set her back up with Sean. I am so mad, because we do a lot of setting up in those books. We set up basically everybody else, but I can choose not to have Sean be my romantic partner, right? So, I should be able to set him up with Michelle. That story's right there. It's even hinted at in, that Ember thing. One of the, basically, this chapter of the Royal Romance literally makes reference to the Embers of Hope in Endless Summer. I am mad that you can't get them together. Mad, Quinn gets somebody. I guess Estella doesn't. But I kind of get the idea that Estella might be low-key Ace and maybe also Aero. So, yeah, no, I'm mad. I'm mad about that because Michelle deserves happiness too. Okay? Okay. Alright. Sorry. Spoilers. Then I guess we're in the clear. So, what's next on the official Shamar tour? Over here. Shamar leads you to the steps of the old stone building by the fountain and runs a hand over the railing. This building has an incredibly rich history. It's one of the oldest libraries in the country. Is that why it's part of your tour? All the stories inside? Actually, this one's a bit more personal. When I was very young, my mother sometimes brought me here. For some reason, I just imagine Kira and Shamar waving around their arms while singing happy birthday to a statue than just a random person backing away. Probably. Probably. This square is uncommonly quiet unless it's like 2 in the morning or something. In which case now we're the drunk people like singing happy birthday in the middle of the square. Probably gonna get arrested. My strongest memory of her takes place on these very steps. I was sitting at her feet as she read my favorite story aloud. Yeah, by the way, we haven't heard about the dead mother in a while, I guess. Alright. When I think of that day, I can still remember the scent of her jasmine perfume. Was your mother a book lover? You could say that. Like you, my mother wasn't a native of Cordonia. She said that whenever she felt like an outsider here, she'd visit this library. She told me that you were always at home in a library because the knowledge it holds is universal. Your mother sounds like a very wise woman. That must be where you get it. That's higher praise than you could possibly know. There's one more thing in this square that I want to show you. The bell tower. The tower itself is the last remaining piece of a building that predates the formation of Cordonia. I didn't know they had clocks back then. Okay, so Kira knows nothing about medieval technology. Cool. That part was added later. This tower, my brother brought me here the night he told me of his plans to abdicate. We were standing in almost this very spot when I learned that the throne was mine. Yeah, surprise! At the time, I wasn't sure that being king was what I wanted. What did your brother say? He said that he knew it was no easy choice, and that he would support me regardless of whether I accepted the crown. I was staring at this bell tower when I made my decision. Looking at the oldest structure in the city reminded me what was at stake. I asked myself the question, if not me, who? Okay. That's when I realized that I had to accept, no matter the personal cost. My country was calling me, and I had to answer. But I also realized I wanted to answer. The tower must really mean a lot to you, then. Every time I come here, I make sure to spend a few minutes looking at it, imagining all the other gazes that have rested on it throughout the centuries. And what do you see? A history bigger than me, a future shaped in part by me. Well, I mean, we could make a candy eating game out of the drinking game, I guess. Just saying. Just saying. Echo, that's a possibility. That I have both the power and the responsibility to affect what happens here for generations after I'm gone. But also that I am just one small man. People have lived on this land since long before Cordonia existed, and they'll be here through whatever comes next. Yeah, that's true. You're right. And it's important to remember that, so we can say, no one can tame time, not even a king, or each of our actions has consequences that impact the whole country. I think I'm going to go with that second one. Each of our actions has consequences that impact the whole country. As king, if you're careful and wise, you can leave a mark on Cordonia as enduring as that tower. And someday, Cordonians will appreciate the works of King Shamar on their hologram phones while riding around in their self-driving hover cars. Wow, that is a very, very optimistic view of the future, Kira. I'm not sure that's founded. Hover cars are way harder to make than you think they are. So are holograms, actually, like 3D holograms. Those are way more difficult than people think they are. That's quite a vision of the future. I can't vouch for all the details, but I'm certain of one thing. In the future, you're going to be remembered with admiration and respect. I sure hope so. If I'm half the king you believe me to be, I'll consider my reign a success. Shamar closes his eyes and draws in a deep breath, smiling. Well, I hope you've enjoyed learning about the history of this city as much as I've enjoyed telling it to you. If you weren't a king, I'd say you should be a storyteller or a historian. What can I say? I love my country's history. Being out here in this city reminds me of what we're fighting for. These very walls and streets. And even more importantly, the people who live within them. Somehow I think you might not really need the reminder. Now, I believe I was promised the best view of the city at night. You certainly were. Follow me. A short walk later, you arrive at a small restaurant overlooking the glittering waters of the bay. I found this place on one of my excursions, and I've kept it as my own little secret. Until tonight, that is. Yes! Kit Kat Minis sound like they are perfect for a drinking candy game. I like this plan. I like this plan. I'm a bad influence, kids. That's why my channel is rated mature. Well, consider me honored. Can I get you a drink? Hell yeah, you can get me a drink. What do we want? Do we want this fruity thing? Do we want... This is either champagne or more cider, or... why am I asking myself this question? I want whiskey. We all know I want whiskey. Shamar orders 2 whiskeys, and the bartender nods. Thank you. While you wait for your drinks, you overhear 2 nearby patrons discussing the morning's press conference and the Unity Tour. From the snippets you're able to catch, their impressions of the Unity Tour seem positive. I guess news of your success is getting out. Hey, our success. No, you've been instrumental in confirming guests. You're showing Cordonia what I already knew, that you're an invaluable asset. I hope you're enjoying being a duchess, even during a time like this. Being a duchess? We can say, I was born for this role, or I still have a lot to learn. I don't think we were born for this role, no. I still have a lot to learn. Which we then say again for some reason, I don't know. You're doing great. Cordonia is lucky to have you, and you really are making a difference, especially now. Well, thank you. The bartender returns with your drinks in hand. Alright. Take a drink for drinking in the game. You accept the drink, and Shamar leads you to a table on the balcony. So yeah, we're looking out over all 6 acres of Cordonia, I'm pretty sure. It's very pretty, though. You know, even after all this time, I still think Cordonia's, we can say, like something out of a fairy tale or smaller than I expected. I think in the very first or second chapter, whichever this was, I think I said like something out of a fairy tale, so I'm going to stick to that. The balls, the opulent gowns, even the mysterious enemies. Ninjas jumping out of the wall. I can still hardly believe it's real. I've lived here my whole life, and even I still feel that way sometimes. I guess Cordonia is just special. Shamar gazes out over the water for a moment, then turns back to you. Kira, if it's all right with you, I'd like to take a moment and not be here as king and queen to be, but as just us? As a couple? Yes, let's. Of course. How about so we can talk about sports, arm wrestle, or discuss wedding plans. Wedding plans is going to lead straight back into politics, so that's not a good idea. I'm not at all sure why we would arm wrestle. That seems weird and also dangerous with your drinks on the table. So I guess let's talk about sports. Sure. We have been on a bit of a sports kick in the last few days, haven't we? Oh good, it's looping right around back into politics. No, Shamar, you suck at this. Dude. No. First polo, then soccer. What's next? Frisbee golf? Is that a thing? Oh, Shamar, my sweet summer child. Yes. Yes, it's a thing. It's very much a thing. A strange and seemingly unnecessary thing, yes. That's a little judgy. Take a drink. Ew. Yes, hopefully the power of the Kit Kats will protect you from your brother's smoking, Echo. Yuck. Num. Well, I think we're safe from the strangeness of frisbee golf. For now, anyway. You were pretty good out on the field today. Well, Drake and I played a lot of soccer as kids. We've always had a bit of a rivalry. Heh, I noticed. Are we that obvious? Well, considering Drake was low-key hitting on me for the entirety of the first 2 books, yeah, I noticed the rivalry, Shamar. Drake most definitely is. But that was fun today. It's nice to take a break once in a while. Don't get me wrong, I love being a Duchess, and I know how important the Unity Tour is. No, I get it. Believe me, I get it. One of the many, many lessons you've taught me is that sometimes looking at the big picture isn't enough. What do you mean? I mean, we're fighting for Cordonia, we're fighting for everyone in Cordonia, but we're also fighting for this. For the precious snippets of time when we get to pretend that life is just this. Unwinding in a bar with the one we love. Aww, so cute. I like that. When our ideals aren't enough to carry us through, we have each other. Always. I needed this. Me too. Aww. Shamar, thank you for sharing this piece of yourself with me. Oh no, now they're starting the sad music. No! In time, I hope to share every piece of myself with you. Woo, whoa, what? Wait. What have we not seen yet? Because I think you've done that a couple times there, Shamar. I should kiss him or take his hand. Well, kissing's an option, so take a drink. And it's an appropriate moment, and the house rule does still stand. Gotta kiss him. Smooch. I can think of something else you could share. You lean across the table and you capture Shamar's lips in a tender kiss. He raises a hand to caress your cheek as a low groan escapes him. Dude, he acts like we haven't kissed him in like 20 years, and we've been kissing all over this chapter. What the hell, man? Kira. I think that's a swoon, so take a drink. I'm totally enabling your Kit Kat eating, Echo. This is not gonna lie. You grip your collar and tug him closer. Or you grip his collar and tug him closer. That makes more sense. His breath comes hot against your skin. And that's literally what she says. Okay. Alright. You reluctantly pull back, relishing the tingle that still plays across your lips. I've learned that two ace teens have weird combos while sleep deprived. Those two being me and my other friend. Yeah. No, I did just have weird conversations anytime we're sleep deprived. I have had some weird ass conversations with friends who are not asexual. As far as I know, I'm the only ace in my friend group. And there have definitely been some interesting conversations. Actually, sleep deprivation plus pain meds makes for really fun conversations. I'm not gonna lie. There's been everything from like rants about the Welsh language to one of my friends actually told me because they were worried that the dentist was going to kill them in the morning, they had to like confess everything they loved about our friendship, and I was like, okay, but thank you, but you do know you're not going to die in the morning, right? Like, that's not how dentists work in the United States in the year of our Lord 2018. It's not how this works. It might have been 2017 when that happened, but still. If we didn't have to be up early, I'd be tempted to ask the driver to take the long way back. Aw, so we kissed Shamar after a moonlit outing on the streets of Cordonia. Aw. Next time I'll insist you do. Don't put your driver in that position, that's creepy. You finish your drinks, enjoying the view of the moonlit bay. When you're finished, you follow Shamar back into the cobbled streets of the city, toward where your limo awaits. The next morning, you're jolted awake by the sound of your bedroom door swinging open. What, you're not even gonna knock? What the hell? Which, your friend was in a bee suit? What? I assume this is like post-Halloween shenanigans, unless your friend just goes around in a bee suit, which is also a thing, but, like, basically this is sounding like this is not a normal thing, so... Oh, God. Oh, yeah. No, there's definitely some sex stuff that I'm still like, that clearly floats people's boats, but how? How? Bodily fluids. I don't deal well with bodily fluids, basically, is my thing. So it's part of why I can't have a child. Oh, I see, it's Madeline, so she doesn't think we deserve privacy. Okay. Get up! The train leaves within the hour. Then you might have woken me up before now. So early? Things here at Applewood have settled down after yesterday's press conference. The tree planting was a big hit, and according to my polls, so we're back on the Unity tour. Next up, we are visiting Kiara. I hope you've been studying your French and German. Okay, here's the thing. I can read French pretty well. I cannot speak it for shit. My French accent is shit, and I'm sorry. I cannot make my mouth do French sounds. It doesn't work. I don't know why. German I can do. French, not so much. We were trying not to wake up our other friend. Who would have woken up to that weird combo? I have started listening to some conversations at very much the wrong time. This usually happens when I go like to the bar with my friends, because I'll get overwhelmed and overstimulated pretty easily. So if I'm in like a group of people and there's multiple conversations happening, I really can't keep up. And so sometimes I'll like fade out of one conversation, sit there for I don't even know how long because I just sit there, and then start listening to another conversation. And it's almost always at the wrong time. Just walk in and like some out of context line, and I'm like, what? Yeah, about that. I knew as much. I've already made some worksheets to practice with on the way. They're inside the dossier. Yeah, the worksheets are fine, but they can't get pronunciation really, especially with French. French is tough. It's really tough. I'd rather have Spanish. If we leave now, we'll make it in time for the International Arts and Food Festival. Oh, her in a bee suit is utterly normal. Oh, okay. In the wake of the attack on the apple orchard, will you be able to convince Kiara's family to support you? Find out in the next chapter, where I'm sure we'll have to fix some issue with her family that we're not remotely qualified to fix. That'll be fun too, so that will be on Monday night, same time, same place, twitch.tv/aromanticace at 7 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget to turn your clocks back if you're observing daylight savings time, because my region does. So I will, of course, continue to keep everybody posted on Twitter and so forth, assuming that I am smart enough to actually update my Twitter, which I'm usually pretty good about it. But anyway, until then, catch you later.